Obsessed by Liza North, The Rule of Three by Sam Ripley, Sticks and Stones by Jakeman, Chasing Marian by 4 lovely South African authors. Marian Keyes Grown-Ups. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is episode 1 of books that I've read recently. I am an avid reader, so I would love to just share what I've read so that I can recommend good reads to you. I've got my cup of coffee. On my bedroom floor, I've placed these beautiful flowers here. I would say that in the past month, I have read these 5 books, possibly more. I do book exchange at a place called Jimmy's Books here in Port Elizabeth. So you buy second-hand books and then you take them back and you get some money back in return to buy more books. And I have been doing that for ages, and let's get started. Book number 1, a very rare find for a second-hand bookshop. One of the latest Marian Keyes Grown-Ups. Marian Keyes is my all-time favorite author. She is an Irish writer with a wicked sense of humor, and I have grown up from my early 20s reading her books and just absolutely loving them. Having said that, I think I remember reading my first Marian Keyes when I was about 17 or 18. I ordered at Exclusive Books. It's all coming back to me now. It was The Other Side of the Story. That was her first one. Well, that was the first one that I read of hers. So, having grown up reading Marian Keyes, this book was published. Anyway, it's the second most recent book. I've actually got her most recent book in my bag to read in the next month. So, let me just read this to you. Such a treat, like reading the cleverest cream cake of words, Caitlin Moran. Meet Jessie, Cara and Nell. Married to brothers Johnny, Ed and Liam Casey. 3 very different women tied to 3 very different men. Every family occasion is a party until the day the secrets spill out. Playtime is over, but where are the grown-ups? This book was such an enjoyable read. However, it didn't have the same humorous clout that her previous books have had. So it was a little bit more of a serious read. It did still have the humor, but in the past I have cried laughing while reading her books. I still do recommend that you try this book. It's got a lot of reviews. I found this South African book, Chasing Marian, and this is written by 4 authors. This I actually did buy at Bargain Books. Let's see, it's Amy Heydenrych, Garnita Loxton, Pamela Power, Gail, Schimmel. This is a truly South African book. It's got our South African slang and lingo in it, and it's all about these 4 strangers that meet up on a Facebook forum, and their goal is to meet Marian Keyes. Let me read it to you. 4 strangers, 2 cities, 1 chance online meeting. Jess is a yummy mummy of 2 whose life is slowly unraveling and who has recently separated from her husband. Ginger is a happily widowed granny with a salty tongue and a wicked sense of humor. The gorgeous and sensitive Matt is an almost qualified psychologist who still lives with his parents. And Queenie, a librarian from Cape Town, has an absent boyfriend and a secret writing habit. What could these 4 strangers possibly have in common? They are all die-hard Marian Keyes fans, and when they hear that Marian is due to visit South Africa to attend a literary festival, they are all desperate to meet her. Together they come up with a madcap plan. Will they succeed, or will life intervene? I really enjoyed this book, and I think that any South African will as well. Recommend it. One more thing about this book, each author wrote 1 character and they all collaborated and put a beautiful book together. Next, Sticks and Stones by Jakeman. I enjoy a thriller. The creepier the book, the more interesting it is to me, and this one did not disappoint. Let me just read the back to you. Imogen's husband is a bad man. His ex-wife and his new mistress might have different perspectives, but Imogen thinks she knows the truth, and now he's given her an ultimatum. Get out of the family home in the next fortnight, or I'll fight you for custody of our son. In a moment of madness, Imogen does something unthinkable. She locks her husband in the cellar. Now she's in control, but how far will she go to protect her son and punish her husband? And what will happen when his ex and his girlfriend get tangled up in her plans? Although this book did have the creeps and the psychological drama that I thoroughly enjoy, there was also humor in this book. And once Imogen had her husband in the cellar, things do go out of control. However, I highly recommend it. Sticks and Stones by Jakeman. Next up is The Rule of Three by Sam Ripley. This book had me very confused in the beginning because I thought I was reading a psychological thriller, and then all of a sudden there was an esoteric twist to it, and then all of a sudden there was another twist to it. And you know when you're reading a book and you get a fright? That is a very, very rare feeling. And a moment in this book I was reading very late at night because it was one of those that you don't want to put down, and I actually spooked myself. Briefly, I had to, you've got to read till the next chapter so that you don't get spooked for when you go to sleep. Let me read the back. That's the one, that's the girl who's going to die. I didn't believe in the rule of three, not at first. It was just one of those urban myths you hear about all the time. A story my boyfriend told me about a girl doomed by the number 3. A girl who lost her siblings and then her parents, which meant that she was destined to die too, because that's the rule of 3. Bad things always happen in threes, they say, and they are right, because it's happening again, but this time it's coming for me, and worst of all, it's coming for you. This book was thoroughly enjoyable. Without giving too much away, this book had the spooky elements and it also had the psychological thriller elements, and I definitely recommend it. So that's The Rule of Three by Sam Ripley. The last book on my list is Obsessed by Liza North. I only finished reading this book last night, and again, another very enjoyable book. It follows a woman having an affair and things go wrong and there's twists, and it is fantastic. Let me read the back for you. Laura has a husband, children, a home in a city she loves. She thinks she can be happy despite her past. If only they knew my secret. Until someone walks back into her life who she knows will shatter everything. Alexis was her first love, a love so exhilarating it is impossible to resist. I've only known women to be named Alexis. I've not met a man named Alexis. However, Alexis is not a woman. He is a man character, and there is no lesbian couples in this book. Then Alexis is found dead and the police are knocking at Laura's door. They're asking her questions and she's telling them lies. I didn't kill him, I promise. Someone wants Laura to pay for what she's been running from. Someone with an obsession that they can't let go. I enjoyed this book. I think you should read it too. So that's Liza North, Obsessed. All of these books will be available at Sherwood Gardens, Jimmy's Books. If you're in PE, go check it out. Hopefully they'll still be there, and hopefully whoever buys them next will return them and get a new set. Thank you for watching. I'm Tammy, and this is episode 1 of Books I Read. I'm just sitting in my car because I've got a bonus 6th book to do a little review for. The Liar's Chair by Rebecca Whitney. This I've bought a second time because I forgot that I read it, and last night while reading it I recognized it. And let me read the back for you. Rachel Teller and her husband David appear happy, prosperous and fulfilled. The big house, the successful business, they have everything. However, control, not love, fuels their relationship, and David has no idea his wife indulges in drunken indiscretions. When Rachel kills a man in a hit and run, the meticulously maintained veneer over their life begins to crack. Destroying all evidence of the accident, David insists they continue as normal. Rachel, though, is racked with guilt as her behavior becomes increasingly self-destructive. She not only inflames David's darker side, but also uncovers her own long-suppressed memories of shame. Can Rachel confront her past and atone for her terrible crime? Not if her husband has anything to do with it. So this book, I did enjoy reading it, but it was more from the outrageousness of the characters. They are whack. if you just want some like really messed up, this book is rough. It's just, whenever I thought she couldn't get more whack, she got more whack. And her husband is also a crazy character. So read it, The Liar's Chair, Rebecca Whitney. I'm in my car right now and I'm heading off to Sherwood Gardens to go do the book exchange. There's all the books, okay, you can't see them, but I've got a huge bag of books behind me. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.